Welcome to Marketing Mix Manager, where we link your media spend and external market forces to your leads, sales, and revenue to quantify and continuously improve media performance and ROI. Our platform has evolved over 20 years to now deliver AI-enabled planning, reporting, and forecasting at the portfolio or total footprint, DMA, and store or location levels by channel with accuracy to within 1 to 3% of actual sales. As a result, our clients have saved tens of millions of dollars in enhanced operational efficiency through a clear view into the future of their business. In this demo, we will provide an overview of the platform's features to illustrate portfolio and DMA performance, as well as store-level reporting, scenario planning, optimization, media flighting, media build curves, and more. Let's begin. At the core of our AI-powered platform and econometric architecture is the ability to quantify media-stimulated sales contributions for each medium, calculate ROI for each medium, understand media effectiveness and elasticity to increase ROI, plan media, forecast sales results, and track progress to goals. Our platform is customized for each of our clients based on their industry and business goals. Reporting includes year-to-date and year-over-year performance, including total and media-stimulated sales broken into key segments as appropriate. Customized date range reporting queries at the portfolio, DMA, or other geographic levels. Drill downs including channel, recurring revenue, media ROI, and business as usual or BAU contributions. We can also model and optimize non-media components within BAU, such as CRM, inventory, staffing, referrals, promotions, and seasonality. The marketing effectiveness statistic is central to our platform and insights. We calculate this statistic for each channel to understand how performance changes as spend increases or decreases. As spend increases, for example, a media moves up the curve, ultimately reaching the economic optimum, after which incremental gains decrease at an increasing rate. This is the point of diminishing returns. In this example, you can see that TV and FSIs are 300% or 3 times the economic optimum, which means that these channels are at the market effects ceiling and will receive less funding when the overall media mix is optimized. This is also reflected in the media ROI and media efficiency and ROI charts. It's important to note that marketing effectiveness statistic also incorporates each medium's elasticity, which determines how fast a medium moves up or down the curve with incremental or decremental funding. They can be quite different and even change when funding for other media changes. All of this is incorporated into Marketing Mix Manager. This executive summary can be customized so that you have a quick view of your media performance across the variables that are most important to you. When viewing year-end sales targets and forecasts, you can compare our rolling 90-day forecasts to actual sales for the last 3 years. This can be broken out by stores versus web or whatever categories are most important to your business. Stimulated sales depict the contribution of each medium for each of the last 3 years with area charts and supporting data to quantify what each medium is contributing to your business. You can see in this example that paid search, display, social, streaming video, and DM are really carrying the load. On this tab, we also provide the detail behind the chart, including year-to-date sales, spend, revenue, and ROI by medium. All this data can be easily exported to Excel for your convenience. As we review media conversion rates, we move from a macro view to a micro view, focusing on impression conversions by medium at the execution level. This is an important component of the model, as these views are linked and provide you with the ability to understand macro events at a micro level and respond accordingly. Specifically, you can make adjustments within the week or at the daily campaign level to optimize performance because you now understand how daily impressions are impacting daily sales conversion rates and ultimately your weekly sales volumes. In addition to understanding the contribution of your media to sales and revenue, we also incorporate external inputs from our overall economy. This includes different macroeconomic metrics from the government and academia, such as U.S. weekly wages and the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index. We track more than 50 core macroeconomic metrics, and the data are updated monthly. Year-to-date results illustrate the long-term year-to-year revenue impact on a client's business, whereas quarterly results compare the present quarter to the previous quarter, which is the more short-run effect of the macroeconomy. Again, this page and the corresponding metrics are customized to reflect those metrics that are most impactful to your business. True to the all-encompassing nature of our platform, we can also break down performance by customer segments. This is significant because you can now quantify the impact of key variables such as brand loyalty or customer satisfaction. Survey data now has a role in your overall understanding of how customer behavior and customer segments impact performance. As noted at the beginning of our demo, we have extended reporting to the DMA and store or location levels. We are one of the very few that can take omnichannel media attribution to the local level. Also, depending on your business, this could be at the product level or other dimensions critical to your company's success. The goal is to provide district managers or product managers with insight into how their individual markets or products are performing within the overall portfolio. We can break this down by media to report performance and ROI at a level where individual managers can have a very meaningful impact. We also show sales penetration heat mapping by DMA to easily track and compare penetration across markets aligned with your media strategy and execution. And provide complete flexibility on historic reporting with our custom date range results query available at all levels of reporting. Let's move on to scenario planning. While we'd all love to create a plan for the quarter and then just monitor performance, the reality is that there are always going to be disruptions. As a result, you may need to gain a quick understanding of what could happen if we made various adjustments. For example, your CFO wants to know what you could do with more budget in the last month of the current quarter, or you have a last-minute sponsorship opportunity. Where would you spend it, and what would the results be? This is what we use the Scenario Planner for. The same concepts help you figure out how to minimize the negative impact of budget cuts. It is basically a calculator that provides a good answer when you need a 5-minute turnaround. As we move into true optimization, you can now optimize performance at a media, market, and segment level, controlling for the critical impact of macroeconomic factors on your business. Our optimization routines include average spend optimization, new budget optimization, and planned target optimization. Each routine is similar but focuses on different objectives. Average spend optimizes your most current 52-week advertising period. New budget optimizes your planning of a new budget. And planned target enables you to set sales targets and optimize your budgets to reach those goals. To demonstrate optimization, we will focus on optimizing media spend, controlling for all other critical factors to reach the specified target. Say your goal is to generate 52,000 sales per week. What's the best mix? You may also have constraints for certain media. Our platform allows you to enter those constraints so that you have a plan that you can implement. In this scenario, we will optimize without constraints first to move all media to economic optimum or 100% on the MES curve. Then we will set a $5,000 per week constraint on radio to show the impact that constraints have on solutions. Whenever constraints are set, it will impact the ability of any medium to achieve perfect optimality, or 100% of the marketing effectiveness statistic, or MES. Okay, let's click Optimize on an unconstrained solution and view the results. We now know the optimal amount of spend by medium necessary to reach our target sales of $52,000 per week. We need almost $903,000 in total media spend per week to achieve the targets while maintaining an ROI return of $3.01 generated for every ad dollar spent, or a 201% return on that achieved sales target. How do we know this is optimal? All media are at 100% on the MES curve. This optimal spend can also report contributions by store and web or any other breakout that is meaningful to your business. And again, it can all be exported to Excel. Now, let's place a constraint on radio of $5,000 per week. Do note that any constraint will impact the full optimality of the solution. After adding the constraint, we click Optimize. The constrained solution needs about 15,000 incremental dollars per week to reach the target of 52,000. This is because we are limiting radio to 23% on the MES curve, which requires all other media to be overfunded beyond economic optimum. You can optimize at the footprint or portfolio, DMA or DMA group levels if you are running a test or want to view performance at a regional or other grouped level. DMA grouping leverages AI to dynamically combine equations from two or more DMAs into one superequation. This can be used to create regional equations, test market equations, or other meaningful group equations. It's very easy to do. It applies to reporting as well, in cases such as COOP reporting in retail or QSR. This capability generates great flexibility in managing the views of your footprint. Simply select the DMAs you would like to group. For example, we'll pick Philadelphia, New York, and Boston, and name this group the Northeast Corridor. When you return to the Optimization tab, you'll now have the selection available to you. Now, let's apply the MES concept to media flighting. For all media, the objective is to maintain the blue line, which is your 52-week running spend levels, between the yellow and green lines, which are 50% minimum cost per sales and 100% economic optimum or the point of diminishing returns on the MES curve. In this view, you can see that the annual streaming video spend, the blue line, is below the yellow line for streaming video. As a result, this medium can support higher weekly spending. It is not yet halfway up the curve. According to the executive summary, paid search was at 90% of its economic optimum, and that is reflected here, just about where you want it. These media flighting reports are also available at the DMA level or within DMA groups. It's also important to look at your media build curves. These data are incorporated into your reporting and optimization tools and is important to consider when planning new media. For example, the build curve for TV is approximately 10 weeks. That is, it'll take 10 weeks to realize its full sales impact. Compare that to connected TV, where the curve is approximately 7 weeks. The good news is that you don't have to worry about the build curve if you are simply extending the medium from the previous quarter. You are already there. Let's look at an example of how media flighting and build curves are represented in a media calendar. We'll look at the entire portfolio and load this 52-week calendar as an example. Here are all 52 weeks of your calendar with the weekly spend for each medium. When we compute these data, you can view the results in tabular form, as an area chart, or by week in the chart depicting sales and spend by week. a portfolio calendar can be exported to all 210 Nielsen DMAs based on TV household proportions by market. The impact of media buildup and decay can be seen when looking at TV and connected TV. In this chart, you can see TV build until week 16 when spending is cut and sales begin to decay. This is important because media decay occurs at about twice the rate of media build. If we are not careful with our flighting, we may always be playing catch-up in our planning. We find ourselves always trying to catch up with our decay. This is also represented in connected TV. Sales build through week 16 when spending is cut, and sales begin to decay. Fortunately, these impacts are built into the platform so that when you optimize spend across your portfolio, you maximize the build effects and minimize the decay effects. It's an important part of our overall solution. Finally, we also store all reports, decks, and other intelligence in the report archive, so that all the intelligence generated from the start of the program is available in the portal in chronological order. In conclusion, our Marketing Mix Manager platform offers a comprehensive solution for linking media spend and external market forces to leads, sales, and revenue. With over 20 years of evolution, the platform delivers AI-powered planning capabilities at the forefront of the industry. Throughout this demo, we have explored various features of the platform, including portfolio, DMA and store reporting, scenario planning, optimization, media flighting, media build curves, heat mapping, sale target planning, and many other features. The platform's ability to quantify media-stimulated sales contributions, calculate ROI, and understand media effectiveness and elasticity generate indispensable insights for optimizing media performance and achieving your business goals. By incorporating external macroeconomic metrics and breaking down performance by customer segments, the platform offers a holistic view of your current and forecasted performance. The Scenario Planner tool enables quick answers, and the optimization tools ensure the most effective strategies are brought to market. All the data can be exported as Excel files, and intelligence from day one is always available in our report archive. Marketing Mix Manager empowers businesses to make data-driven decisions, optimize media investments, and achieve sustainable growth. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoyed our demo. If you would like to take a deeper dive with the platform demo or have any questions, please reach out to us at info@marketingmixmanager.net or call us at 1-888-403-6008. We look forward to speaking with you.